Hello, 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 hello. Okay, this seems to be working. This seems to be working. Let's just do the thing I always do, which is to make sure that I at least have one person that is watching me, which is me, and then also see how I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing good. Cool. Yeah. So Wednesday again. Get to play early again, which is really good. Last time we we dealt with kind of just a load of exploring again. We've been doing the last two Wednesdays that we've been doing this. It's mostly just been exploring the different planets, which has been fun because it's been nice little self-contained stories. But as I said last time, I worry that um I've maybe I don't know how you say it. Like I've maybe like missed half the story because I'm just not very perceptive. It's weird to say, but I think that's a strong possibility. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I've been having a lot of fun with the game, and I'm wondering whether, because this is the first like long form thing I've done on a stream. I'm not sure whether it's because I'm doing it long form and I'm doing it on a stream, in the sense that because I have this schedule of doing it every week, I'm more interested in it, or if it's that because, or it's just that because this game's really good, you know. Anyway, let's just start it up because I really want to start playing it. So I'm gonna. Oh no, I should probably wait at least until it hits 6:30 because I said I'd start at 6:30, so it'd be a bit mean. Oh, it's 6:30 now. Right, we can start. Boom, boom, continue. I'm ready. Did we explore all these places? Already explored. Already explored. Already explored. Right then. Now we're making our way to the industrial planet that we just saw. This one. Realistically, actually, that means... Where was I? I was here. I should have done all of that. But that does mean... Do I do this place first? Yeah, I'm never going to do it if I don't do it now. Nice. No consequences. I love it when there's no consequences. Quick check. Let's see. Scan this ocean planet. Do you have chemicals? I would love chemicals. Promethium is not chemicals. Although, you know, technically it is. I think chemicals are its own thing. Right? Right? Or am I an idiot? No, I've got like 10 of those. I didn't even notice I had this. There, chemicals. The Santills pride hives are oozing noxious haze veined with sulfuric streaks. The promethium fumes from the gigantic distilling cauldrons located beyond the temperature shields. Vast, endless dead lands litter with spots of promethium. Stations and refineries separate the colossi of rockcrete and adamantine with its crown of gargantuan spires. The heat of this system's star has turned this world into a boiling but lucrative gland within the body of the House Corridor proletariat. It's hard to tell what's more impressive, the grotesque grandeur of this place or its extreme toxicity. Is that it? I mean, that was incredibly descriptive, I'll give them that. Let's have a look over here. No. If this is their land, why am I able to put, like, mobile extractors on it? And also, isn't this my land? This is the place right next to here. I mean, I may as well do this, right? Boom. Let's let's actually start one of the main quests. It's not just exploration. Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, we are on the system of Kivagama, the main industrial world of the Von Valentian dynasty. However, our astropaths report that attempts to contact the Governor Garpek have been unsuccessful. But wait! Lord Captain, a new report. Kivagama is sending a request to exchange data. Should we accept? Reply with our own request. As you command, Lord Captain. Lord Captain reporting the Manufactorum is ignoring all of our requests and continues to send its own. The longer we do not accept their messages, the stronger and more persistent the incoming signal became. I've never seen anything like. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartment's Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the void ship. Oh, interesting. The void ship bridge sounds of working cogitators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by an ear-shattering beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. In the dim glow of candles and emergency lights, one of the officers in the frame cries out. Another falls to their knees, clutching her head. Over the beeping of voxes, shouts can only be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We've lost contact with all components. One of the bridge officers turns to the throne. Lord Captain, the Vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond interpretation. The Lord Captain gives the order to decipher the incoming Vox transmissions at all cost. Proceed. A team of decryption experts get to work. Data tethering are inserted into the sockets as they connect to the cogitators. One of the Vox clerics leans over the console, another is writing something on a piece of parchment, but then bursts into manic laughter and stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another scream, a tech priest who was mid-prayer tears himself to pieces with his own macadendrites. More and more lunatics are mutilating themselves and lunging at others. Portions of picked recordings damaged after contact with unknown object. An enforcer shoves a rabid servitor away from the Lord Captain as he... rushes to help the crew, shouting out orders. The image of the Pict is fuzzy, nothing but glimpses of people shouting and racket in the Lord Captain's orders. Within minutes, the crazed crew members are either dead or bound and unconscious. The officers clustered around the Lord Captain are barely breathing, but unharmed. Scrap code. The voice belongs to the on-deck engineer who turned to the Lord Captain from his station. We have been attacked with scrap code, a tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet were infected with this taint, and it's now running through the system's veins. Omnicide preserve us. The Voidborn officer appears before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is that's attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there is a terminal for an isolated system that might still be a loud pop. The pipes over the officer's head burst, and a blast of hot air flings the Voidborn away from the Lord Captain, his body slamming straight through a cogitator panel, the pick frame spinning uncontrollably. The servo skull was jolted by the gust. The pick recording fogs over and the Vox picks up crackling of electric and a death cry. Gas on the bridge! A junior attendant shouts and instantly doubles over, inhaling poisonous gas. Give the orders to evacuate immediately. The Rogue Trader personally oversees the evacuation. Bring the plasma cutters. Get the wounded to the exit. The officers repeat his orders. When the servo skull following the Rogue Trader reaches the door, they fall to the plasma cutters and crumble outwards. The Rogue Trader is the last to leave the bridge. Leaning on a support beam, the Rogue Trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. Then he straightens, smooths his uniform, and heads towards a goal known only to him. The servo skull follows. The atrium is in a state of panic. Silhouettes skitter about in the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone's feverish words of prayer can be heard. Having lost all communication, the beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officer. The panel of this isolated terminal is riddled with cracks and bloodstains, and on the floor by the terminal, a tech priest is lying in a heap with his head smashed and technical liquids mixed with blood oozing out of his ports. The Lord Captain decides to, doesn't have a choice, take his chances. The Rogue Trader rips the power key off the tech priest's mechadendrite and opens the cover of the terminal. Sparks fly into his face, but he's confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clanging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring that the system is restored, the Lord Captain brings up the required data on the screen. The maintenance bay is sending out hundreds of desperate distress calls that have gone unanswered up till now. When the machine went out of control and started turning people insane, others, driven by some hateful paranoid logic, started butchering the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The tech priests have suffered heavy losses, but the remains of the cult are still holding the line. Out of everything that's happening on the ship, the situation in the maintenance bay is the direst. The Lord Captain knows where help is needed most. He decides to head to the maintenance bay himself. The Rogue Trader arrives not a moment too soon. The crew, frightened out of their wits, have already cornered the priests of the Omnissiah and are about to execute them. The Lord Captain stands between the angry mob and the tech priests, his sheer presence already giving the crowd pause. Harshly cutting off any objections from the crew, the Rogue Trader orders the officers he had gathered on the way here to escort the mutineers out and set up a guard post outside the bay, where the tech priests began to offer desperate prayers to a crippled machine spirit. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed. Although wounded and crippled, the ship nonetheless is returning to its normal operations. Life on the bridge is as bustling as ever. Even though the people are surrounded by destruction, the senior officers have the situation under control. The people have organized. The emergency crew has already finished repairing the pipes. The technomats are setting up cogitators and consoles, and the healers are bagging up what few corpses there are and examining the wounded. By the comms station, the Rogue Trader runs into the Voxmaster. Praise the Emperor, you're in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comm channels. Soon all the Voxcasters will be fully operational. Another man appears in the picked frame, a junior officer, completely out of breath, carrying a heap of scrolls. The Voxmaster nods at him. And here are your reports, Lord Captain. If you find yourself able to return to your station, I can immediately give you a rundown of the state of affairs on the ship. Lord Captain, the situation has been brought under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We may even be able to conduct a warp jump if you feel like we should leave the system. Allow me to bring you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge suffered only minor losses. The reports mentioned only a few casualties that have already been replaced. Kavar Gamma went silent after transmitting the harmful code. I will refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I am afraid we have exhausted our options for remote analyst. More information can only be obtained by closing the distance or even sending an away party to the planet's surface. The time has come to remind you of our agreement, Wilbur. I must present you in your entourage during your expedition, that's the word, to Kivyar Gamma. I am counting on your cooperation. The crew is awaiting further instructions. Well, first off, let's explore this place. This is a cool place. Have anything good in it? No chemicals. I'd really like any of these to give me chemicals. I just want chemicals. What's this? The dwarf planet is marked on the Von Valentian proletariat charts as Atoll, and serves as a backup source of water for the habitable worlds of the neighbouring systems. Due to the abundance of bacteria proliferating in the Atoll hydrosphere, the extraction of ice was stopped half a century ago. But much to your officer's surprise, the augurs detect an unidentified mining rig. Deep underground, presumably the extraction is aimed at extracting clay materials near the planet's core, enriched with iron and other metals. Contact the Ekstrom's Vox station. The Ekstrom turns out to be Incendia Chodra's latest investment, who Demis is located just within a few jumps from the Cranch system. While this world is of little value to the Von Valentian dynasty, the officers see this gesture as an attempt to test the boundaries of the newly minted Rogue Trader's leniency. Hearing advice decides to keep from self. Yes, I do that one. Your people easily assume control, as the frightened workers and the token security crew did not attempt to resist. The extraction materials are restarted shortly after. The amassed containers filled with precious ores are delivered to the flagship. Nice. No, I don't want to. How much is this? It doesn't tell me how much plasteel that is. 3. That's not... No. I should have saved. I should have saved before doing this. What am I doing? Is that Senshell, by the way? Is that how you say it? Seshal? Seshal? Senshell? I can never say it, but I call him Ablard anyway. What kind of ships am I working with here? They look like either chaotic or they're either chaotic or they are rebellious, but they're humanoid, definitely. Okay, so I'm one away. Are you blimmin' kidding me? That's so annoying. With the force of a supernova. Do I do something like this just to get closer? Fuck, I'm doing it. If there's consequences to my actions, then I'll take them. Fire at will. But if I can kill off one of the enemies, then it's 100% worth it. I should have used this instead of the other ability. Although, I guess technically it wouldn't have done anything. And then you'd have shoot me with your other guns. Okay, that's fine. Iconoclast Destroyer. I'm kind of worried about you. Get closer. Get closer. Get closer. I don't like these Pyros melter cannons. They sound like they're scary. Just stand there. Don't move. Don't move. Yeah, that's fine. You hit me with a broadside. That's fine. I'm going to immediately try the ultimate ability. I've never used it before, so I may as well, right? And you can follow them around, I guess. I'm not entirely sure if I can catch you up with that, but this? One for every 10 points in the warp channel. Yeah, sure. Oh, I have to choose. Oh, no, it is random. Just as I thought. Okay. How do I hit these guys with something that's good? I could do this. I could do a big turn. Let's do that. Okay, can I move to a point where I can shoot these dudes? Let's see. All hands prepare for acceleration. This could be a horrendous thing to do, by the way. But I want to do it. So, let's kill you off. Now there's one less enemy. I should have done that when I had the chance. Oh, that's such an annoying thing. Can I... If I do this... Oh, I've played this so badly. So badly. Is there anything else I can do? I guess I can do this. To make you move slightly. Did it do nothing? Oh, well I guess not. That's my turn. Next turn, I'm going to activate the shield. That's a great place to be. Are you going to stay there? I find it weird that they can do so much damage to me, but when they hit my missiles, not a single one of them died. How did they do that turn? That's a pretty decent turn. Boom. Oh shit, that did a lot of damage. Well, first things first, we're going to do this. And we're going to shoot this guy and hopefully kill. Yes. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot this person, because... Why not? I thought I could only do this once per round. Wait, was that a round? Wait, does that damage me? I mean, that's still worth it. If I move here, can I get a shot on him?
Helmsman, take us
I'm definitely going to get a shot with this. But I want a shot with this as well. No, okay. Well, I could move to here and get a shot. But I'll be in the range of this, like, definitely.
with the force of a supernova. All hands, prepare
So we're going to
for
move to here. And we're going to put that
Torpedoes
there. And then we're going to restart the shields. And then... That'll be my turn. Okay, I was scared because there were so many enemies. But actually, there aren't that many. Also, why are those melted torpedoes themselves corrupted? What have they done to them to make them corrupted? How is the morals of those those torpedoes put into question? I'm so annoyed about that. So annoying.
Salvo!
Take this. Is there a way for me to move? I can hit you with this. It's very likely to kill you. Okay.
Fully.
And then I could do this and try and get him. Why not? I haven't used it yet. I don't think that one can do a turn to the point where it can get me.
Fire at will.
Bang! Okay, these are chumps. Okay. Well, at least it feels like they're chumps. This ability seems insane. What's the problem with it? A random enemy. Like, expand. Is there anything I'm missing here? That just seems like an incredible ability. What am I missing? Is it not so... I thought it was once like a fight. It was that good. I can't help but think about how good this would have been if I had worked optimally before, though.
Launch batteries. Fully.
I love that, like, I actually have a harder time killing a torpedo
Force of a supernova.
than I have killing... the actual enemies themselves. You know what? Let's do this a little warp jump. I wonder if doing all these warp things actually have unintended unintended consequences. Or maybe he'll fight like a bunch of demon ships and it'll say like, oh, these dudes, every time you use a warp skill, they gain strength or something. I don't know.
The void may be harsh, but we're harsher.
Oh, I won 10 warp void combat. What's this? 80% hit chance. No, I like what I have. I'm surprised I'm allowed to even keep unholy artifacts. I would have thought it'd be an instant, yeah, burn them at the stake. Begin the scan. Let's get onto this place. I need him. But who's he going to replace? It's not Pascal, I'll tell you that much. Who? It's her. She's going. I'm bringing Pascal. I'm not going without my Pascal, especially to the industrial area. Why wouldn't I not bring Pascal to the industrial area? I mean, it's literally his place, right? Literally his place. There's no way there isn't going to be unique dialogue. Also, didn't he say something about coming here? Wasn't he? He didn't mention it, like, just then, but I swear he's mentioned it before. Also, maybe I can use that force sword on this guy. I need to remember that. I need to remember to level him up. I need to remember to use that force sword on this guy as well. Because he's not wearing, like, incredibly good armor. No solemn ceremony. No personal meeting with the Magi. I fear we are too late and we won't be dealing with clandestine heretics after all. Remind me, what is your mission on Kivar Gamma? I assumed I would conduct an investigation and track down traces of the cult of the Final Dawn. I believe I can discard that plan now. Both the incident with the scrap code and the manner in which we were forced to land on Kivar Gamma indicates that the situation has taken a turn for the worse. Nevertheless, I must use this opportunity to try and determine what the cult was doing on an industrial world, and what specifically interests them on the planet full of sacred machinery and servants of the Omnisphere. First, we must find someone who can tell us what's been going on. If that is there is anyone left here to speak to. Any suggestions with how we proceed? To start, let's have a look around and find out why the arrival of a rogue trader did not elicit the usual fuss. To speak plainly, I would not count on a warm welcome at this rate. Better keep your weapons at the ready. We'd learn nothing from standing here. Let's go. To the leveling up screen. Alright, let's have a look. I gotta level up. Do I get anything cool? Increased perception? Increased perception. What do I want from here? It's just a basic ability. So I could take some more stuff for plans. A stack on the turn. The commander has no stacks of surefire plans. I could just constantly be using surefire plans so that I can keep doing that. I'm going to take that if nothing else happens. I need to have a look at some of the other abilities to see if anything's better than that. Like, all these upgrading skill ones, I don't think my guy's the best at any of these things. Increasing to parry's not bad. It's weird. I don't like... I'm always a bit weird about those ones, because it's like... Yeah, sure, I increase my ability to parry, but it means nothing if they shoot me. Increasing dodge increases everything. So I might take nimble more than I take the blimmin' dueling master or whatever it was called. Power weapon expert? I'm not using a power weapon. Movement. I think I'm just going to take this contingency plan because I know now that I can just hit that surefire plan thing every turn. Right, let's get through him. Okay, what's he going to do? Whenever an enemy attacks the warrior, the warrior's next attack against that enemy deals an additional 5. No. Warrior's melee attacks deal an additional... No allies? No. No. What's this? Gain damage deflection on the first attack made by every enemy? No. They haven't... If there's not attacks... I feel like he does attack, though. Gets a target, the warrior gains armor against that target made against attacks made by that target for 1 round. That's not bad. I don't mind that. It's hit well under the endure effect. The damage deflection is increased by 1. That's cool. I don't feel like this dude's going heavily into that kind of stuff. Ooh, that's good. The psi rating goes up by 1 until the end of the combat for every time I use a heroic. I want that. What? That one's also good, because I always get my thing to 200 very, very quickly. He's got his psi rating. I'm going to take that. Is it the right decision? I don't know, but I'm taking it. Is he the best at carouse? No, he's not. Is he the best at coercion? No, he's not. I'm not very good at coercion. Is he the best at demolition? No, he's not. Is he the best at Medicaid? No, he's not. Is he the best Lord Xenos? No, he's not. Well, he might. No, Pascal. Is he the best at Law Warp? No, but he's not that far off. Is he an agility or is he a strength dude? Kind of 50-50. I'm going to go strength because I think he uses melee weapons a bit more. Now I'm going to take... What level do I gain this? 20. I'm going to be taking one of these because these seem fun. On the first turn of combat, all psychic powers are the back now. All attacks just have poison on them. That seems good. What? Whenever there's healed or heals an ally. Whenever an enemy adjacent to an ally dies. Don't care. Whenever an effect applied increases the damage suffered by a target. Heals himself. What's this? Every time it deals damage, they gain 1 stack of Sanguine Siphon. If the damage was dealt to a target adjacent to the Psyker, they gain +2 instead. When the damage suffers lethal damage, I'll remove to reduce the damage by -1. Okay. Whenever the psychic allies or psychic allies or the psyker themselves will remove the effect of a psychic power, they gain. I'm gonna take this. Ooh. Take the extra movement. That's done, and then I try and choose his archetype. What archetype do you reckon he'd go? I like assassin. I really like assassin. I don't think arch militant really works unless you count. Does a psychic power count? No, I'm going assassin. Assassin's fun. Death Whisper is also really, really fun. Shield of the Emperor. Why can't I take these? My psi rating needs to be better. What Shield of the Emperor? All allies affected by the word of the Emperor. Yeah, let's take Death's Whisper. And then now I can take the psi rating bonus? No, I'm not technically level 20 yet. Okay. Let's have a look at this stuff. When an attack with a single target, doesn't stack. This one. Yep. Yep. Perception or agility? I'll go agility. What's this? No, I can attack. I'm going to just take a lot of the things that I took before. Because I just think they're really good. Awareness? I don't think he's very aware. He's warpy. I want more warp abilities on him. I don't think I want anything more than that. But maybe one of these? Store wounds. Brings targets to full. It removes those. Okay. Enfeeble. What a weird effect. Is that around him? Oh, it's an AoE thing. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Oh, so he's sanctify, and I like enfeeble. I'm gonna take enfeeble. What do I want in addition? Can I take this? Yes, I can. He's technically level 20 now. Perception? Do I want perception? No, I don't think I want perception. I'm glad that I could get the psi rating though. Psychic powers have a range of 2 cells. Okay. I like that. I don't like being attacked by random blimmin' psychic powers. Do I up fellowship? He's not the best at fellowship. He gets a bit of stuff, but he's not the best. He wants strength, surely, or willpower. I kind of want him to take willpower. No, the same archetype. The first archetype ability used. I feel like he doesn't. He's the one. He has this, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I may fuck myself over there, but I'm gonna take that. Weapon skill, no. Agility, maybe. She's pretty agile. Doing my part, yeah, makes sense. Litany of hatred, I mainly just use your litany to just get a load of stuff. What's this? Heavy weapons deal +1 and +10% damage and ignore deflection. 2 deflection. Have I got... Am I using a heavy weapon? Go to inventory again. I do this every time. But I need to know if I'm using a heavy weapon on her or not. Two-handed. Does that mean heavy? Is this a heavy weapon? It looks to me like a heavy weapon. But it doesn't have the heavy tag. Does this have the heavy tag? Does anything we have the heavy tag? Let me look at my weapons. I got like a heavy bolter ages ago, but I might have chucked it. Do any of you have underlined heavy? This flamer? It's not. I guess it's not a heavy bolter. Yeah, I feel like that's a waste. I feel like it's a waste until I find out whether her weapon's technically a heavy weapon. You know, it's but it is a solid projectile, so that one will work. Right, what do I want on her? I don't think ballistic skill ever matters. Agility might matter. Willpower probably matters. Let's go willpower. Blood Auger. Enemies... I don't damage with this navigator. I don't think those action points really matter. She shouldn't be in line of sight. With 3 additional moves, that doesn't really matter most of the time. Whenever a creature in combat gains an extra turn, the navigator gains a stacking. I'm not sure how good willpower is. Like, narratively in a stacking situation in a battle. I mean, I might take... That's on my list. Navigators make all resistant checks with their willpower if it's the higher than their base characteristic for such test. Okay. That would give her a lot more wounds, but I don't know if wounds really matter. Affected by their ability stuff for stacking. Okay, that's not good. I only really buff myself with her. Enemies moved by the navigator's abilities. I don't move people. Not been used. No, I stick to like 4. Navigator's path powers deal additional damage. No. No. Enemies have that. No. Enemies are targeted by gain. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Is there anything else I want to get on her? Anything at all? Nothing here stands out to me. I am doing this very rough with how I do this stuff, but I could take ballistic skill. I do make him go into combat a fair amount. But you probably want weapon skill more than that. I'm gonna go weapon skill. Now, I could put him in armor and then take this, like heavy armor. I'm not sure how good heavy armor Pascal is. He doesn't default to having heavy armor, and so I haven't been doing it. I could do this as well, that would boost his stuff a bit. But I also have people that do that, so it's not a huge thing. This, maybe? I don't know. Close-up scanning. Okay. I'm not really sure what Pascal does a lot of the time. He has a melter. Do I take a push? And you know what? I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the medical heal. Having a free, having a free ability to just go, nah, nah, I'm good, I'll deal with this a different way is kind of good. Your weapon is a Force Sword at the moment. Is this Ancient Force Sword a better Force Sword? It is just a straight up better Force Sword. Here, you have a new sword. I got it off a Chaos planet. I don't know if you're going to be happy with that, but it's true. Staff of the Mind Sight. I haven't used this guy in a while. That's why I'm putting a load of stuff on him. What am I got him in? Medium? What's my best medium armor? He's kind of already in it. You don't get a ton of... No, that's just straight up better. God, that is just straight up better. Do I have anyone still in chainmail? I hope I don't. Like carapace. Heavy. Is this better? His agility's 55, so he would... Oh no, it doesn't say anything there. I thought the armored body glove also gave you a bonus depending on your agility, but that must be something else I got. Okay, let's get some trinkets on this guy as well. Do I have psychic power trinkets? Lowers perception within 5 cells? Bonuses to carouse? I don't think he cares about that. Perception? Does he have a high perception? For each enemy affected by their psychic power or psychic staff attack. Maybe. He's not a heretical follower. I mean, well, he's got something on already. I don't think I particularly care about any of these. But the idea that he just has a little bit extra dodge is never bad. Like, I've got a slot there. I may as well put something there. He has a toxin effect. That's actually big. Never mind, he has a toxin effect. I just gave all of his attacks poison. It's called a Battle Psyker boot, so I'm going to give him the Battle Psyker boot. That's my only reasoning for that, by the way. And then I think that's good. Tell you what, actually. He needs a couple of medical kits. Can you use them? You can't use them. Never mind. You get yourself a couple of grenades. Because why not? Tech use. Regular tech use, please. I'm worried about this place. Okay. Are you evil? I mean, you're not doing anything. View the locks, why not? Step away, why not? Key? Sure. I don't like that these corrupted servitors are just not moving. Hello? Can you hear me? Avoid its touch. Yeah, let's disable it. You carefully examine the servitor until eventually you spot the cover of its chest. You discover the wires of the failed augmentic parts and cut them. As if on cue, the servitor stops moving, lowers its arms and turns to you. Crew 24, second lane of the manufacturing, commencing work, state your request. Deactivate, your service is done. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with them at all. They're corrupted. I'm worried.
Your mind is swathed in blue-grey smoke, Master Van Calox. A heavy color for heavy thoughts, I presume?
You are a dangerous person, Lady Orselio.
Can I get up here?
Are, but your abilities place you
No,
in a special
okay.
category.
It is dangerous to have somebody who's an empath in your group, who can just sort of know exactly what's happening. Oh, I need a cipher to deal with that.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
What's happening here? Is he going to get rid of the bridge? Oh, no, is he going to talk to me? The lumps protruding under the tech-free's bedraggled red robes hint at the mechanisms implanted in his body. You see his haggard and sickly face under the archaic respiratory augment. A clack, a click, a clang, a barely audible hiss, and only then the tech-free's vox finishes the word. Identification. Request denied. Requesting anomalous behavior within this... Registering anomalous behaviors with this servant's organics and invalid nonosphere response. This unit is compromised. You carefully study the robe-clad figure. A black border of necrosis spreads out from around the tech-priest's implants. For some reason, his body is rejecting the true flesh. A moment later, you recognize the dominant smell in the bouquet of scents permeating the air around the tech priest. The stench of rotten meat. Who are you? Major Cutus of the Machine Sanctum, Tier 2.0, identification. Why is the governor not responding to hails? Denied. The irregularity demands execution of Protocol 3942 in accordance with the fabricated census decree. Fine, let's stick with your protocols. He's gonna die. He's just gonna go over. He's gonna attack me. I should have just said no. It was because I was being too nice. He's 100% like Nurgle infested or something. I mean, look at that. That's literally a purple blimmin' flame. Oh, okay. So he blimmin' did this to me? Well, that blimmin' hurts. But should I be surprised? No. I shouldn't have been. I should have expected it. Front line. Probably like here. I don't know. I'm gonna put it here for now. It's my own fault. It was 100% my own fault. Never mind. I pressed the wrong button there. But you know what? Screw it, Pascal. You're gonna heal yourself. Ow! I mean, it was a sweep, so I'm kind of fine with you doing a sweep. Do not blimmin'... If you're able to stun grenade me in here, I'd be so annoyed. Oh, they're smart enough to not run into the blimmin' fire. I'll give them that. Boop.
I will endure.
Yep, you will endure. And you tell what? We're gonna absolutely destroy the enemy. Never mind, you're well too far away. And there's too many people in the way.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
You're gonna run and gun. .58% chance? We're taking it.
Emperor commands, I act.
You're down. Move to
God
here.
Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my
Ooh, I got another shot. Take the shot. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, why not? That was pretty good. Get myself some more of that. Don't go into melee. Don't go into melee. Just shoot at me randomly. What is this? Volatile self-destruct. Maybe I should just not go into melee in general. That's a bit of a problem. Most of my people are melee. But also most of my people can probably take the hits. Isn't that right, Ablard? I know your name's not actually Ablard before anyone mentions it. I call him Ablard. So for all intents and purposes, for me, he is Ablard.
Victory is imminent.
God, that is not a lot of damage for hitting them with the blimmin' thunder hammer. First things first, we're gonna move to here. Taking the damage.
I won't go down easy.
He is taking a lot of damage. I need to sort of realise what his abilities are. Resolve boost, boost to toughness. Enfeeble's pretty good. But it's all creatures. So we're gonna do Endure. We're gonna do Iron Arms on himself.
Let's see to it.
Then he's going to open up
I won't object to it.
another hole on... that sounded wrong. Another opening. I'm going to proceed to hit him. And then we're going to proceed to have a look at what these other abilities do. And then hit them with this. And finally, for the first time ever, I'm going to be using this. Which I've straight up never been using. Let's do like this.
Let's see to it.
Word of the Emperor. I like it. It's not a bad ability. I'd never used it before.
Always drowned in scarlet. If I may,
Let's boost this. Let's boost
I am
him.
a navigator, not a servitor.
And screw it, we're sending that guy
Isn't
back in.
this a job
Why
for
not?
serfs?
Why not? No, I'm not going to keep doing psi rating things. As much as I'd love to. By the way, the reason why I said him is because of that. The fact that he has another one of those is insane. Can I use this every turn? Does it stack? Oh, does it use the veil? Oh, okay. I should have used this. It actually might have guaranteed killed if I did that. What a shame. Just endure. Cassia,
I'm not accustomed to
make
being ordered
Pascal do, be really resolved. Am I gonna run through all of this fire? Through the fire and the flames we are one.
Intriguing.
Let's just get another one of those on you. Let's, hit you once. Should I use this more? Well, if I don't use it, I'll get 2 attacks, though. No, I need to use that for this. I'm never getting 2 attacks. But if I'm never getting 2 attacks, then I should use it.
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done.
Boom. No, I literally failed at the one thing I said I was going to do. I was going to always use the surefire plans because I knew that there wasn't a problem with that. And yes, I probably made a mistake there by putting all of my things on one guy that was definitely going to die, and then he didn't die when I said it. Of course. Boom. Buffs and debuffs to all these people. And then the front line's going to become here instead. And that's it. Oh, he'll die from probably bleeding. Oh, if they can make me dodge into the fire, that's going to be so annoying. Okay, first things first. We're gonna play this one a bit slower than I normally do, in the sense that I'm not gonna just instantly choose the thing I always choose, which is screw it. We're just gonna, or maybe I should just do really fast fire, because if I move to like here, I can get these two. Oh, I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna press this button. I'm gonna press this button, and then I'm just gonna hit,
Will not.
and then I'm just gonna hit these guys.
The Emperor commands, I act.
And hope that one of the shots hits this guy and kills him. And it did. Perfect. Yeah, that's your turn, mate. That damage didn't do a huge amount, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, it hurt him a bit. But, I mean, he's kind of a he's here because I have to bring him. If I move to here...
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
He took 1 damage. I made a mistake, obviously, there, but he took 1 damage.
At your beck and call.
I fucking love this guy. He's my tanky boy that always succeeds. So what we do is we hit these guys with this attack. Then we've already endured, right? And so we taunt them all to attack him. And then we defensive stance so that if they do attack him, they're gonna get screwed because he's gonna parry it and just hit them back. This is why he's so good. I got a bit too liberal, I think, with some of these abilities. I need to realise that at the end of the day,
Let's see to it.
the end of the day, he can summon a blimmin' demon, right? Not as bad as the blimmin' the Unbound one, but he still can do it. Yeah, let's kill this
I
person.
won't object. Nothing stands against me.
Of course I didn't kill him. I could have killed him if I'd used this ability. Or like, this ability. I'm really not used to playing him. It's kind of showing, honestly. You know, I'd use this ability, the lidless stare, a lot more if it like missed allies, but it's all creatures, and so I never want to use it. Air of Authority, Argentum.
If you insist,
You're
Your
so
Captain.
authoritarian. Wait, no, that's probably the wrong decision,
In the name
wrong
of
thing to
House
say.
Orcelion, I shall prevail.
Victory is imminent.
Bang! They blow up.
Self, Abelard.
None of them take any proper damage. He's got a bleeding stack. I probably should get rid of that at some point. What is this? Oh, yeah. And then, you're going to use this charge to move closer to the enemy. Then we're going to go defend, Haunting
I
Scream.
will do my duty.
You will attack me, and good luck attacking me. That is all. I should have used the deflection actually.
Be careful
You're gonna
not
move
to
up.
cross my gaze.
And then you're going to voice of command. Ooh, who are you gonna voice of command? Me.
If only
Why
that
not?
were possible.
We're gonna put this on
I am a
Ablor to hopefully get rid of the
navigator, not a
blood
servitor.
bleeding, which is good. And then realize that you've. Oh, that's the extra turn I get. Yeah, that's the extra turn. I definitely knew that.
If I may,
I definitely didn't forget that I get an extra turn the first time I do a heroic action on her, but it only has like 3 to 5 damage. How is that 3 to 5 damage? What kind of stuff are they wearing, and how do I get that? I mean, the cool thing I have is I can do this, which just adds a bleeding stack to him. I'm not sure why I started with this like level of action points, but I did. We're gonna surefire plans because I need to get into the ability of constantly doing that. Oh, it's because I am out of it today. It's because I had an extra
read
turn.
tomes of military tactics.
Get back in the fight. Ablard, I don't think you need it because you are the fight, but still. At this point, I'm just giving out my navigation abilities to give people slight bits of extra health. And I actually think it's still the right idea to do. I move to here. So obviously I was an idiot. I was shown that he was evil, and I still just decided to go with him. I'm trying to not play it as an idiot, but it's hard to not play what you're naturally made to do. In the sense that I am not very smart when it comes to this stuff. You should have seen how long it took me to do some of these basic puzzles. I think it took somebody coming into the chat and telling me that there wasn't anything left in this area for me to give up on a certain area. Make this the front line. Let's put this on you. Let's do the bit of damage I can do. Is this dude like a special guy? I guess he's a Magos, so that's pretty special. But I don't know, I didn't think he didn't seem that powerful, but maybe the logic is that a plasma gun overcharged did 1 damage to Ablard. How is that possible, and why do I love it? Oh, it's great. It's like, yes, I overcharged this weapon that's supposed to be used on, like, tanks. It hits Ablard and he just goes, sorry, did you do something? Were you trying something on me?
I'll do it.
Was that supposed to hurt? If I do this... Okay, bear with me on this. So if I do this, I move to here. I shoot this dude for free. Then, that costs 2. So I can do that again. And I can shoot this dude a bunch more times. Now, admittedly, this isn't doing a lot of damage, but I did hit him like blimmin' 6 times there. Ablard, you're going to taunt him. You're going to endure him. You're going to make it so you do more damage to him. Then you're going to repeatedly slam him. And by repeatedly, I of course mean once.
Victory is imminent.
And defensive stance. We need to get a healing on you. I think you'd be so much better if you had healing. Get rid of this dude's soul. Why not? I didn't realize how powerful that ability was. With Toby Pattern Plasma Pistol. What's this? Overexerted. Okay, that's fine. Is it good on you? It's a better melter gun. It's just a better melter gun. You know, that's fair. I was about to go, it's a better melter gun, but, and then I looked at it and went, no, it's just a better melter gun. Omnisire Axe. Okay. Hey, Pascal. I got this fancy new axe. Do you want to give it a shot? Never mind. I obviously have already had it before. Oh, it's literally what you're using. You know what? Fair enough. I can see why you weren't using it.
Let us not dawdle.
In fact, actually, that's important to know. I think this person happens to have Drukhari. He doesn't have Drukhari weapon proficiency? I thought he did. I thought you had a weird proficiency that I felt a bit out of place. What was it? I guess not. I guess I was wrong. Why does he have dual weapon? I'm not really sure if that's useful. Now, the thing is with Law Warp, it can curse you if you fail. Also, Ablard, you don't have a wound on you, do you? Why does he have a wound? I don't remember that.
I always
You know
keep
what?
my options
That's the
open.
world saying I shouldn't do that. There's someone here. It's a good place to hide or a good place to set up an ambush. Yes, it is. I'm gonna trust that this is a place that you hide.
To be made.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. We should deal with
Lord
this.
Captain.
That hurt.
Duty prevails.
Everyone got hurt in that. Can I go down there? No, I can't. Can I move through this? No, I can't. What was the point in this? Oh, there. A small, heavily augmented man in a filthy, tattered robe stands before you. As you approach, he hesitantly looks up to you, his eyes filled with horror. A portable inscriber with a keyboard hangs from straps at his front, and you can see his detached cerebral cogitator peeking out from under his hood. You have nothing to fear from us. Deus Mechanicus! He heard my prayers. I thought I was alone in the kingdom of machines, kingdom of madness and depravity. Please save me. Tell us who you are and what happened to you. I am Manufactum Lex Mechanical Zeta 86. I perform the rituals for the machine spirits of the Foundry 95. Let me just double check. Yeah, I'm not lying to people. Cool. So, for the machine spirits of Foundry 95, up until we started going mad, the priests devoted to the Omnisphere suddenly started praising the dawn of something or other. They stopped the belts, and they started desecrating the vestiges of the sacred machines. Some of them resisted. The others grabbed them, tied them up, and then they turned their implants to heresy. I saw the madman, my former tech comrade, deliberately connect these poor souls to corrupted cogitators. And did nothing to stop them? I'm recording a violation of the commandment of thine own forge be true sentinel. Postate Zeta 86, your access has hereby been revoked. Proceed with your report. How did you manage to avoid the same fate? I didn't avoid it. They performed the same procedure on me. I felt the touch of the unholy code. I allowed it to control me. I abandoned my sacred post and followed one of the traitors, serving his will and gathering all the data for his blasphemous experiments. I was driven by a unholy impulse coming from the depths of my auxiliary cogitator. Before I found a way to throw off the compulsion, I witnessed horrific heresy, the extraction of true flesh and its decomposition on altars, perverse procedures that resulted in herotechnical abominations. I even accompanied a fallen Magos to the fabricator censor himself, and attended to the unholy mass he led personally. It was a wicked ritual, full of willful deviancy and blatant inaccuracies, all to create an ungodly monster in the name of the final dawn. You don't act like other priests who are infected with corruption. Praise the gift of the Omnisphere, I managed to disconnect my external cogitator, which I used for primary data processing. The machine is corrupted, the scrap code is locked inside it like a beast in a cage. If anyone tries to look inside, will fall victim to its heretical program. My primitive brain has been marked by corruption. I still see their silhouettes, hear their interference, I sense the malfunctions in my augments, but I was still saved from the great sacrifice. Oh, blessed are the workings of the Omnisphere. Is it some kind of weapon? No. Those constructs that are melted down in the furnace and sent into the depths of the manufactorium. There's some kind of semblance of a cogitator, a nightmarish parody of a sacred machine powered not by the Omnisphere's grace, but by the unholy spirit and life force of the unfortunates imprisoned on the lower levels. I still don't know much, except the fabricator censor saw the machine as special. It was special to him and to the crazies who defiled the Omnisphere's abode with the obscene blasphemy. For the final ritual, he even called upon one of the Astartes heretics who arrived at the Manufactorum. After the start of the uprising, he did something terrible, and only after that were we able to switch the machine on. It is a true abomination. Even standing near it is unbearable. I believe that even those who are deprived of the Omnissiah's grace still feel its influence on them. Its monstrous power utilized for unholy contraptions and chaotic calculations. Whenever the cogitator might spew out at the end of the cycle, no righteous soul should accept its heinous offering. You mentioned someone imprisoned on the lower level. They lay servants of the main unit. They live in isolated segments under the sacred machine halls. I heard they were locked down in there after the takeover. Then my crazed brethren changed the systems for disposing of slag waste and covered the machines in cursed symbols. After they started the cogitator, they dragged the survivors out of the segments under the machine halls. Well, what survivors had turned into. I'm electromechanic. Gathering data is the purpose of my existence. That's even what they use me for. They use me against my will. What do you make of this? Someone on the Omnissiah, I must know more. About the final dawn. The fabricator's sensor, his mass, about this machine as well. I could give you the coordinates, but even though I was present for many blasphemies committed by those heretics, all the details that were captured and processed by my true flesh are in the augments that were corrupted by the scrap code. I'm convinced that if I hadn't fought off the foreign compulsion in time, I would have been doomed. The corruption would have spread to my biological cogitator as well. I swear that the devout tech freaks should come in contact with what's hidden in the once sacred device. Can the cogitator be disconnected and reconnected to another machine? Even if the very idea of exposing a holy machine to the scrap code wasn't profane in itself, my augments are not universally compatible. They cannot be connected to another machine spirit. They were created to interact with the system of my true flesh. To innovate my compulsion unit and output data via the inscriber. Once I am safe, I swear that I will perform the cleansing ritual. In other words, the only way to extract the data stored in the cogitator. What are you talking about? If we were to connect the cogitator to the augment systems, the electromechanic will serve as a conduit for transmitting data. We will learn the details, even if they are incomplete, of the things he saw and heard. No, anything but that. I'll die. No, it'll be worse than that. I'll succumb to the corruption. I'm begging you, please. I'd rather be burned as a heretic than have scrap code in my biological cogitator. In failing to offer any resistance against the enemies of the Omnissiah, Unit Zeta 86 lost the grace of his machine rank and was recategorized as a resource of the Manufactorum. The defilement and torment of said resources, if committed to advance the struggle against heresy, will not be deemed as an apostasy or malefaction against a living soul. Upon the expiry of this unit's utility, disposal is recommended. So either I can say we cannot allow this information to go to waste, or Heinrich, stop. The leader of the cult would never discuss anything of importance in front of a witness. Leave the poor man alone. We need to know where the cogitator is. Even if the heretics' conversations are unimportant, I must know why the machine was so valuable to them. I'll tell you. A different augment is responsible for my muscle memory. It has data storage too. I remember where I walked, what I pressed with my fingers. Here are the coordinates and the codes. It's probably the code to the bay. He's a subject of your will, Wilbur. It's up for you to decide his fate. He has been tainted by corruption. I cannot allow him on my ship. He can seek his own path to salvation. I'm not letting a fucking corruption on my ship. I'm putting my foot down. Yeah, he's probably dead, let's be honest.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
What's this? The wearer gains plus 10 ballistic skill. Okay, who wants that? Somebody wants that. Is it you? Do you want this? What are your gloves at the moment? Your gloves at the moment give you injuries of whenever the winner gets an injury or falls unconscious. No. What did I just get? This? This is better. Can I get rid of this? No. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't want to get rid of it anyway. Can I not go on that? Oh, it's completely different. Okay. Is there a safe spot away from through this? I don't want to go through it again.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I really don't want to go through this again. Come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes.
To the top. Or get left in the dust.
We did it. We did it. We got another wound. You know what? Ablard?
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest...
Get rid of one. Ablard. Get rid of another.
I needed that.
And finally, Ablard. Get rid of Pascal's ones.
My frail organics required it.
I like how he goes, my frail organics. Like he's crying that they exist. Which, I mean, makes sense, right? I think I've done everything here. What's this? Oh. Okay. What's this? Its system is locked, of course. Let's get out of here. Everybody on. It's locked. It's both locked. They've locked me up here.
Keep your wits
What the fuck am I
about
supposed to do now then? Where the hell am I supposed to go? I just came from there and I don't want to take any more damage. Did I miss something over there? Oh, what's that? Oh, it's not. It's over there. What the heck is this? How do you get down to that? Is there a ladder? How do you get down to that? Can you get down to that?
Is there money to be made?
I don't want to go through this again, but I think this is the way you're supposed to go.
Always keep your eye on the
Do you
prize.
require an audience?
No. Everyone over here.
I always have a backup plan.
We're going. Keep going. Okay, what did you get? Crippled leg. That's fine. What did you get? Crippled arm. Broken ribs. I mean, let's be honest. I'm
Always keep my
needlessly
options open.
destroying my guy right now. But there's nothing I can do.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Well, there was something I could have done. I could have been remotely
Rise
smart.
to the top, or
but
get
I
left
wasn't.
in the dust.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
What is this? Tome containing warnings. I'm not an anointed priest of this specific cult. I'm not sure which one of these is
Keep your
is
wits about
progression.
you.
Well, it wasn't that way. Whoa, I love him. What the hell? That's the Majos? He's awesome! Who in the void are you? You dare address me in that vile tongue of savages? Me, the steward of Kirogama, lord of the machine world? Kneel, pathetic spawn, if you seek swift disposal. You propose that I, the Rogue Trader of the Von Valentian line, kneel before you? I'm giving you 5 minutes. No, not to beg for forgiveness. To speak your last words and to offer your final confession. You're one of the troglodytes who once had the gall to oppress my comrades and resist my will? A messenger from the barbarian who drank the sacred unguents bestowed upon her through others' toil? Very well then, your appearance is a perfect opportunity to teach your ilk a lesson. My name is Cubus Nephilim. I once held the title of Fabricator Census of the Kivara Gamma Manufactorum, but I rejected it, along with the other fetters that hinder progress. Once my faith was flawed, and led naive fools from the cult mechanicus into the darkness of ignorance. Now I am this world's master, and I serve the true gods. You tread upon their territory, and you do not number among their legion servants. Therefore, you must be subject to immediate disposal. As senior functioning member of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magus Exploratus Pascal Hanuam, declared this temple to the machine god compromised, and forthwith forbid all services within it. I dethroned the Fabricator Census, the ignorant heretic who has betrayed the Omnissiah, and condemn as anathema any and all standard procedures implemented by him. Let the cycle of this blasphemous operation he has put into motion be discontinued. Some giant mechanicus heed his orders and go still, while others obey the Fabricator Census will and continue their work. Crashes and explosions and the clanging of crumpling metal signify that some dissonance among the machines has interrupted the manufacturer's production. Hanneman? Liar, you are not him. Demence Hanneman obeys me. His mind is open to the voices of the void, and the scrap code he created protects my world. And I'll not have you, rushed refuge from the misfit cast of explorators, call me ignorant. This statement is false. Your regalia has been revoked. You have been deemed defective and will be eliminated. Initiating heretic search. Designation Demence Hanuman. I wish to execute the retribution procedure. I usually prefer negotiation to fighting. Fighting destroys property and wastes resources, but in your case I'm afraid that extreme measures must be taken. You may be driven by your will to fight, but know this. Kivara Gamma has been converted. Its lines have been restructured, and its servants have tasted the fruit of progress. In the crucibles of this manufactorum, turrid liquid metals will be used to forge vessels for sacred spirits. The adepts are already tirelessly delving deeper into the new mysteries that were once barred by false tenants. You, servant of fake gods, are too late. The entire might of this world will soon rise up against the anathema and his slaves. So many open admissions of heresy in so few sentences. Sister, how many death sentences would you say his words warrant? I cannot answer that, Master von Calyx. Not my duty to measure the guilt of heretics. When the Adeptus Sororitas appear before the enemies of the Imperium, it is time to fire, not count. And now is one of those times. Oh, I like that one. Your 5 minutes have passed. I hereby sentence you to death, and I will be the one to carry it out. Comrades, purge the manufactorum of any random variables. I must prepare for the culmination of our great work. Get the outsiders. Let the blood mix with the oil. Please. Truth, conceal the path from this impious. Oh, interesting. So he stopped me from being able to blimmin' go through. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I mean, great.
I have a nose for profit.
I'm still gonna shoot you.
Adventure.
He just died. I just killed him. What? Why did he die so easily? I think I've now got too many melee combatants. I think that's my problem. I think it might become a problem later. It might be a problem now, frankly. Pascal? First things first. Fuck this guy in particular. So what am I dealing with? A bunch of corrupted Scutari. Corrupted Scutari. Corrupted Scutari. And I think there's like one... Yeah, there's one Heretic. There's two Heretics. Okay. Oh, am I still using the melter? Fuck. I was supposed to switch those over. Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Can I get it to a point where I can shoot him with this? No. Okay, well then we're gonna do something else. We're gonna go like this.
Request approved.
We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this. Okay. Bring it on. Bring the shots. Oh, do they not have ranged weapons? Oh, that changes everything. If you don't have ranged weapons, what are you planning on doing against me? They do. Sure. Wait, do they get all of their turns and then it's all of my turns? That's kind of worrying. Okay, Henrik, or I don't know how you pronounce your name. I'll be completely honest. You're gonna move... Ooh, where do you move? If you move here, you can do this. That's probably good. I mean, you did destroy your cover, which... You know what? I didn't think about it before, but that was a bad... That was bad. You're gonna endure. You have a pistol, so I think technically you could do that, but I guess not. Why can't I do that? Why can't I charge him? And why does it say he dies and he doesn't die? These questions I cannot answer and will not answer. Instead, I will buff Ablard. Because Ablard has something he can do. You're gonna move up. You're gonna buff me.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And then you're going to buff him. And then you're going to bring it down
Me?
Ablard.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Because I want him to move to like here. That is all.
I am a navigator.
Not a servitor. Yeah, I've gotten so good at saying those lines because they've happened so often now. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. You're goddamn right they will. And this time, I don't even need to do that. Okay, I kinda... It's 2%. What's the chances I hit?
As the Emperor commands.
Well, I said it, it's 2%.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Yeah, I didn't need to have done that. I did, but I didn't need to have done that.
guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak.
Yeah, we kill that person. There's a corrupted Skitarii Alpha over there. Ablard, I guess you go into melee with this guy.
Tactically sound approach.
Hit him once.
Indeed.
Then you're going to use your thing on him.
I will do my duty.
Then we're going to
It will
endure,
be done.
and we're going to bulwark, because I think you're going to be hit with ranged attacks more than you're going to be hit with anything. But we'll also defensive stance, because I mean I had points left over. These dudes are all bind to kill. So I could go for this shot, which I will.
As good as done.
Then I'm going to take... we're going to obviously do this. Then we're obviously going to hit this guy.
Who, if not me?
And miss, of course. And realise I should have put surefire plans under myself. And then get sad. Pascal. My main man Pascal. Move into combat with this guy. Hit him with the big... Kill this dude so he doesn't get a shot. I think if I can do an attack that makes it so that an enemy doesn't get a shot, I take that shot at L points. No matter what it is. At least that's my thinking. I'm not sure if that's tactically sound, but in my sense, that's the best thing to do. Also get some bleed on the guy, why not? Look at this dude. Bleeding, also got biophysical thing. Nice, they get an attack off on me.
Faced worse than this.
They didn't go through my temp. Ooh, deep analysis. That's a good ability. Ow! He is a chain lightning? I want that.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Abelard. It's Abelard. Abelard is decent. That's close. Stop paying Abelard. I could reap this dude's soul. I could reap this dude's soul. I'm just saying. His soul could no longer exist. Or I can move into melee with this guy. I could hit him once.
Naturally.
Then I could put this nice little thing on
see
him.
to it.
And then I could hit him again.
I won't object to it. I'm done with this one.
And then we could... I don't know, buff. There's nobody I really need to buff. I definitely need to endure.
Let's see to it.
Charge over to here. Ooh, what do I do here? I could put a, like, enfeeble on these people, but what does this specifically do? Penalty to... an increased damage. Okay, well then no, I don't need that yet. I think the best thing to do is to just buff my people. Like this.
Naturally.
Your turn is going to be giving me an extra turn.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
And then I'm going to sweep. And then I'm going to attack once. And then I'm going to move to here and kill this guy.
Another enemy down.
I do like this kill spree thing I can do. Sadly it ends here. Unless he does this. He does this. He shoots this dude in the blimmin' face. And then he proceeds to shoot this dude in the blimmin' face again. Now that didn't do a ton of damage, but I mean, that's a bleed on. I forgot to do surefire plans again. Forgot to do the surefire plan thing that I always do.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
No, keeping him around is like the most important thing. He's my only tank. Okay, now it's your actual turn. So, can you give him an extra turn? You can. Give him an extra turn, why not? Why can't I always find that I don't understand the charge too much. No, that's wrong. I do understand the charge. The whole point of the charge is that it takes you 3 spaces. I just don't like it sometimes, because I feel like I should be able to do something and then I'm not able to do it.
If I may.
It's just a personal thing, really.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
God, I really think that even though I heard that they've nerfed officers in this with the big patch, I still love her. She's so good. Just having me have those little extra turns, it really adds up. Why is my movement so shit? Oh, because I have a crippled leg. That makes sense.
God Emperor, move through me.
I forgot the injuries I took doing those stupidity things. If I move to like here,
As the Emperor commands, I act.
that's probably the worst mistake I've made. But I mean, I could still go for the kill here. That's a pretty good attack. Let's make sure that they get knocked down and they might not get up again.
Strike is a prayer.
Okay. I mean, that could be worse. I get to move up a bit more. And then I could run and gun, or I could just do this and have a free turn. The advantages of this is I get more movement. The advantages of this is that I don't get the debuff. Are there a bunch of dudes up here? No, there's a single guy. And then there's that squad I'm killing there. Is there anything else I need to deal with? No, not really.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you will do it. You'll kill this dude.
As the Emperor commands, you can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And then 3 shots. You reload that gun. 3 shots does. You don't go through 3 shots. Is there any enemies here? There isn't, right? We killed them all. Yes. There's a guy there that I just completely didn't notice.
Victory is imminent.
So he takes the hit. Then we're gonna make sure that we taunt, I guess, just him.
It will be done.
And you know what? We're gonna endure, and then we're going to defensive stance.
At your beck and call.
It's not the best when dealing with mostly ranged people, but that's why we're gonna brace for impact to increase our deflection, and to move her into cover against these guys. Just these guys. What does this do? No. I need to use these abilities more, I think. I move here. Do I take attacks? No, I don't. Cool. Take this. And then... wait, does this get rid of my movement? Oh, I already have gotten rid of my movement. Well... Put another opening on him. Hit that opening. You never stood a chance. I mean, he's wrong. They did stand a chance, right? Oh, I need to reload my gun. And that takes 4 AP. Damn. Okay. Yeah, just endure. I forgot again to use the freaking heroic ability. That dude, he is annoying. But first things first, heal yourself. And hurt him. And then put a thing on him. Now that I think about it, just in general, choosing this guy as a guy I bring is just the best idea. Oof, that hurt. I didn't think Henrik was gonna take that much.
I've suffered worse.
Yeah, you have. Get on them.
The Emperor is on our side.
Let's make sure that this dude feels the wrath.
I won't object to it.
Boost
For
yourself.
Rome's glory.
It's time to kill.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Bam. Then.
Let's
Bam. And then
I won't
endure.
object to it.
And then do I just use this? Why not?
I'll see our foes obliterated. Naturally,
Yeah, let's get rid of this.
nothing stands against me.
And then we're going to do it again. We're just going to repeatedly hit you with psionic infused attacks.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Bang! Next one. Okay, I can only hit you one more time with this.
Throne's glory. Your reckoning is due.
There. Logic that. And then we're going to move over to you. I understand that the word logic that was definitely
Step
not a very
aside.
good,
The navigator is coming.
like a gotcha thing.
Isn't this a job for the servants?
But I literally couldn't think of anything else. Ablard, you took a decent amount of damage there. Who can I get with this? Can I get anyone? I could get no one. Cool. So do I go after these dudes with her? Or do I have to go after the big bad? Let's go after these dudes with her.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
You're goddamn right the enemies of the Emperor will be undone, because the enemies of the Emperor are
Down
my
for the
enemies.
weak.
And my enemies will always be undone. Why is that taking 4%? There is no way that that's actually 4%. Well, I mean, we're gonna do that
As
then.
the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
This is why I was chosen! I mean, your abilities is 100% why I chose you. Get rid of that Scutari Alpha. He ain't the alpha of anything.
Doubt is for the weak.
Revel in that slaughter. He's a heretic. You need to revel in it. Corrupted Scutari Alpha. I think Henrik can deal with that. But it would be dealing with a
My
threat.
place is at the fore. Indeed.
Wow, you can move a lot using that. Endure.
Back and call.
Taunt.
I'm not interested. Victory is imminent.
Bulwark.
It will be done.
What a peculiar thing.
God damn it. I guess I'm just gonna reload my gun and just take pot shots. God, I can't imagine if I actually made a psychic build trying it out here.
I'll make it
No, sorry, not psychic, like a sniper build. It feels like it'd be borderline impossible.
I'll see to it personally.
I probably shouldn't have wasted blimmin' 2 shots. That was probably the biggest mistake I've made there. No, I need to move up. I want to be able to see him so that I can do this. It's my most damaging ability against literal machines. I guess they're not literal machines, technically. Yeah, let's just hit you with this melter attack. It's 16% chance. Destroy that. He took 4 damage. That was more than you would ever get in on that actual attack.
Inquisition.
I love that they keep running away. It just gives me 3 attacks.
My ears are ringing.
Does he's got a... it looks like a plasma gun, but it acts like he has a lightning
Give me
gun.
a target.
And I kind of love the idea of a lightning gun. Death Whisper, kill that guy. This dude needs to disappear.
Let's see to it.
I don't wish his soul to exist. His soul still exists. Which is a shame. It's a definite shame. What does this do? Ah, I can't be asked to figure out. Just
Yeah.
endure. Can I use your ability again? No, I can't. Because that would be pretty overpowered if you could just use the ability you want every time. Look, I'll be honest, you're not gonna have anything to do. You? I don't know what to do with you. Is there only 2 enemies left? There is. Okay, so we're gonna run and gun. We're gonna take a pot shot at this guy. Realize that I did this whole ability wrong. We're then gonna move. Then we're gonna see if we can take a pot shot at this, at that guy. We can't. That's my turn. Ablod, move over to this guy, and then you're going to use this ability.
No matter the cost.
Which again I've wasted. I understand, but also he's dead, so screw you. This was the best they could send after me? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's scary, but... What is this? An arc rifle? Ooh, that's cool. I might have that on you. Oh, it's two-handed, never mind. I think it's a good weapon, though. Power sword. Can I use a power sword? It does less damage than my mastercrafted power maul. And less damage than my power sword. Do you have a bad power sword? No, your force weapon's just better. Okay, cool. I wonder which one of these guys had a power sword. Maybe like the Melee Secretary Alpha? I don't feel like the... I feel like they would have like the tag priests would have more like Omniscient axes and stuff, you know?
I am at your service.
How did I click near it to the point where everyone was over it without clicking it itself? That's like impressive. Ooh, goods. I mean, I can't
Could be an opportunity.
I can't go the... Okay, I'm glad that it pauses it. God, can you imagine if I had done that without it knowing it pauses?
Emperor favors me
Is there
today.
money to be made?
Is there money to be made? I didn't want to get that idea with my character.
Require inquisitorial approval.
But it does feel like that's sort of what's happening now, where my character's just like, I don't really care about it, it's
My
money.
options open.
Like in the way he speaks, not in the way it actually happens. What is happening here? They're dying? Approach the still breathing man. Hey, what's up? Are you gonna binge me? Machine spirits, deliver me. Pascal's voice sounds solemn and grim. Upon hearing it, twists into a semblance of a smile. Who did this to you? My comrades. Machine spirit. Has the Omnissiah truly abandoned us? The holy magi, they succumbed to heresy. The rest were stripped of their true flesh to feed the heresy. Preserve us, deliver us from erring. Sacrifice living blood from vessels of the true flesh. While the heart is still beating. After that oblivion, I knew you would come. I waited so very long. Deliver me from my torment. I attest that the 3 categoric requirements for assigning the status of martyr of faith have been met. Opposition to the enemy, preservation of adherence to dogma, and a brutal death. Requesting the right to extract the subject's organic matter for it to be used in the creation of an honourable servo skull. steal your heart, servant of the Messiah. Your request is granted. I thought a cool server skull would be cool. I'm glad that bringing Pascal did this, and I'm glad that I made sure to check. Oh, do I already have a servo skull? That's why it's not coming up. I guess. Or maybe it's just like a unique item that's got loads of flavour. Oh gosh, they use it to chop bodies.
Keep your wits about you.
This whole place is so corrupted. How are we gonna blimmin' solve this place? Like, how are we gonna deal with this place now? Wasn't there a...
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Wasn't there a trap here? I guess not. So there was a door here, and there's a door there. I think this door isn't progression, and so I will choose this door. Ooh, medical kit. That's pretty useful. If it could get rid of injuries. What's in here?
This is intriguing.
Why did they put a trap here? I'm gonna get to a point where she can't do anything, right? Like, it's just the demolition won't be good enough. View the logs. Let's have a look. View contain an interest. The maintenance ritual schedules for the sacred machine that moves the bridge. Activation log. Yeah. Emergency bridge lowering. Nice. Step away.
Let us not dawdle.
I mean, that's probably progression because that's where the guy went. But that means that other door isn't progression. Yes, we're blowing up this wall.
Fails.
Nothing's impossible.
I don't know
for
why I
little
did that,
officer.
because I could just open this door, couldn't I? Oh, it took a tech thing. I mean, I would have succeeded, but it would have took a tech thing. Force access. Your knowledge of machine spirits is sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. You gain access to the cogitating system. The device's machine spirits can do nothing to thwart you. Awaken it. Touch the levers and the wheels of the control panel and disrupt the slumber of the spirits that reside within the cogitator. The machine dawdles as if still drowsy, but nevertheless performs its assigned function. Wait, was the logic there that I used that to kill a load of them? Oh. Melter Ultima. Excuse me? The Melter Ultima. Staff of Blood. Siphon Life. It's exactly the same as the Biomancer one, except gain Siphon power level 6. Okay. Just better. And it's not considered evil? Sword from newest to oldest. There's the Picto. I don't think I'll use it ever, but there's the Picto. What do I need to put this on? You're staying with melters, because you have a better melter. And your optional thing will now be this. I don't think these arc rifles are that good. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. But I did level up. Available talent. Any of these that I want? I don't think I do. I remember looking at these. Deals an additional 10 damage. I use Death's Whisper often. So buffing Death's Whisper is just a bonus. What do you want? Do you want to buff Death's Whisper as well? That would be kind of funny. That would be a definite possibility. Grants lethality divided by 5 damage for the next successful attack. I don't know how often I dodge. I don't like leaving it up to that. increase it by agi. His agi is it would be increasing it by like 2.5. That's not huge, but that's every time you hit, and it stacks 2.5 damage every time. That's not bad. I'm honestly considering it. When he's under the effect of a psychic power. I don't think I'm often under the effects of a psychic power. Immunity. We're going to take the hemorrhaging one. I just think it's good. Having it on both of them is never bad. Formidable distraction. All enemies around gain minus penalty to dodge against attacks except for them. If anyone considered primary target. I don't mind that. Just everyone fight him. At the start of the Vanguard's turn, before the temporary wounds are lost, the film gains plus temporary wounds strength. I like that. I like that a lot. Because he normally has a decent amount of temporary wounds. So increasing his damage by that much seems decent. I'm never sure whether to give her stuff like this. Where is it? This one? Because, like, I don't feel like she gets attacked a lot, but also I feel like I'll get to a point where when she does attack a lot, I'll be wishing I had that, you know? I think I'm going to take Flash Fire, though. Just lowering the ability to use that, because I don't use it too much. But if it was 3 instead of 4, maybe I'd use it more. Increasing tactical advantage. I like this. I'm going to take this. I feel like I've always found something better to take, but it's always been in the intelligence plus fellowship bonus. Intelligence is okay. Fellowship's not great. I need to buff the front line. I mean, that's pretty good. We did a decent amount there. Let's just open this door. It makes me feel kind of stupid for what I did. Like, I don't know how many that would have dealt with, but I think it would have dealt with a decent amount of them. But I didn't even think of the idea that, like, that would be a possibility. That I could, even though they had seen me and gone in, like, defensive procedures to fight me, that I could have just gone nah and just like found a way to go around them and then do a load of damage to them. Viewer log, what's up? You discovered the local data group with contents collected by either the previous operator or the machine spirit itself. Using your access, you study the archives stored on this cogitator. Review the supply protocol. At first glance, the records are typical shipping reports, but after further reading, it becomes apparent that the focus here is not on ore or assembly parts, but augments extracted from living tech priests, and spent mass, the flesh of the victims killed either during or for the sake of the machine rituals. The logs look damaged, the lines are uneven, and some of the values seem impossible. After a few minutes studying the records, you feel your head begin to swim. The stored data can only be comprehended by a twisted mind, touched by chaos corruption. The records look like a sermon of some mad chaos worshipper. The logs, clearly written from someone else's words, mention the heart that exudes virtue and the cradle that rocks the child of truth. Given one thing, like, sure, they're evil, but they're able to blimmin' string some very fancy words together. And they're able to make a load of blimmin' traps on the floor. Did I fail that one? God, there was so much. This kind of feels like I was supposed to deal with, like, a fight here and all of the traps and stuff. What's this? What is this? Why is this an interactable object, but also I can't interact with it? Like, it highlights it, but it's not interactable? What's this? Oh, this is the turning circle. Was I supposed to have done that? That's where I came from. That was nowhere. Except for like a cogitator. That was the cogitator. Hold on a second. Turn it back. That's how you get to the blimmin' cogitator. What do you have in it, cogitator? I mean, I kind of want to see what's in here. Wait, wait, is this advancements? Have I made the wrong decision here? I honestly don't know at this point. What? What? I hate this. I hate this. I hate that sound. I hate everything about this. What the fuck? Do not release. Oh god. Numerous wires and pipes run to the filthy cages which once filled with what looked like conglomerations of human bodies. You cannot make out who is in the cage, but bright blue sparks flash intermittently in the darkness, while the mass of flesh twists and shudders. Yeah, deal with it. Kill it. Put it out of misery. Careful. Look at it. Through the bars you see it's truly a pile of human bodies, or something that used to be. The monstrosity deformed bodies have fused together in places, while others were severed using saws and knives, leaving wounds seeping pus and slime, wounds that are adulating and sprouting tendons. Rods connected to wires that run to nearby cogitators bristle across the flesh. One of the human hands turns to you. Mercy. Please, make it stop. Shoot him in the head. Fuck it. The flesh explodes in the fountain of lumps, stinking spray and bone shards. The gaping wound closes in an instant, and a different face emerges in the place of the lost head. What is this? I'm beginning to have some idea. The Lexa Mechanicum mentioned the inhabitants of the lower floor have been imprisoned in their homes. He said some of them were brought here. The cultists did something to these poor people in their own home, and now they're studying the results. To know the workings of dark sorcery means allowing corruption into oneself. These are warp mutations, no doubt. Perhaps there were some side effects. This is why they were brought here. To be connected to sensors and cogitators. Even fallen tech priests who have rejected the Omnissiah are driven by a perverted hunger for knowledge. Why are they hooked up to the cogitators? Linguist technus, corrupted by scrap code, I'm sure. It's unlikely we'll be able to extract anything of value from the data crypts. You promised us. You promised us. Who are you talking to? What did they promise you? You took us from the Inferno. You promised us a reward. I'll be damned. They can still speak. They remember the people who did this to them. Perhaps a little biomancy will allow us to draw fragments of knowledge out of them. Or it will trigger further changes. Esteemed Magos, these are your comrades, if I may ask. Do you feel any compassion for them? Or at the very least regret? Regret for the losses that these poor people represent to the Adeptus Mechanicus? Negative. What I'm currently observing is not my tech comrades, but merely their biological functions remains fashioned into a specimen of unnatural perversion of technology. I am under no directive to feel any affinity for such specimens. If there's something that will make them talk, we must use it. I know that's the dogmatic one, but it's practical. It seems your mind is already made up. If he says no, then say no. Fuck it, let's kill him. Hopefully we can actually kill them this time. Each mutant has a cable attached. I know not the nature of these machines, but it isn't too difficult to increase the voltage. And this switch here. Please don't get out of your cages and make it so we have to kill you. Please just die. Please. You hear a crackle of electricity. The wires glow with blue sparks, and the creatures locked in the cages dropped lifeless to the floor. The sharp tug of burned meat hangs in the air. That's that then. You know what bothers me, Rogue Trader? The number of people here. There are too few. The lower levels or similar manufacturers are inhabited by millions. What happened to the rest of them? I know I won't like the answer. Let's go. We still haven't done what we came here to do. Are they dead? I can't see. Okay, there. Yeah, I think they're dead.
This place is steeped in corruption, which means that it must be cleansed with fire down to the last crevice.
Yes, I understand.
Sister, claim your fervor. Your zeal is laudable, but first I must ascertain the intentions of the archenemy, not crush his manifestations without a second thought.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. I didn't even think about that. Oh, this is an optional area. The massive cogitator grows out of the metal bulkheads like a grotesque tumour. A hollow roar sounds from deep within the metal housing. Whatever spurred the machine into action, it has enough power to supply a small command centre. As soon as your eyes fall upon the cogitator, you feel a tingling in your temples. Every nook, every component of the machine radiates a sense of wrongness. One that's difficult to explain, but no less palpable for that. It is as though the construct itself defies the law of physics and perspective. Stop, Wilbur. This is a creation of the archenemy. Don't go near it. You don't have enough for me and my mission. Don't put yourself at risk now. Destroy it then. As soon as Henrik takes another step towards the cogitator, it emits a deafening shriek, like hundreds of metal needles driving into toughened glass. As though sensing the stranger, wincing, Henrik approaches the control panel and bends down towards the screens. Despite the heat clogging the room, you feel an ice-cold breeze. Heinrich is clearly using his psychic ability to try and fend off the pernicious effects of the Chaos artifact. The Omnissiah's grace has not touched this object. The mechanisms were not desecrated, but both flawed and unnatural. Iron must profane. Initiating observation log. Let not fear stand in the path of knowledge. I'll keep the distance and wait. A minute passes. Then another. You watch as Heinrich examines the cogitator. His eyes scan the screens. His hands darting from wheel to the lever, sometimes hovering uncertainly over the next switch, which immediately receives a coating of frost. At some point you hear his voice, almost a whisper, barely audible above the clanging, roaring machine. Sacrifices. More and more sacrifices every minute. Hematoma in dementia, the womb of this cursed machine is down on the lower levels. The auxiliary enumerator controls the system for delivering molten waste under the manufacturer's main building. The cogitator is fueled by energy harnessed from thousands of people who are flowing beneath our feet as slag waste as we speak. But I can't even imagine the reason for sacrificing all these people. It's inconceivable. Now we know why the Fabricator Sensor prized this monster so highly. This cursed tech priest and his associates created something that went beyond the limits of the Omnissiah's power. This machine is designed to process myriad possibilities using warp sorcery. It's almost finished its task. It predicts the future, Wilbur. Heinrich, are you alright? I'll be fine. The spawn of chaos has no place on my world. That's what they're using. That's why they always get the attack on us. Oh, look at the Scream of Tzeentch. I fought one of you already. And believe me when I say, I do not care for you. You hide behind this. You hide behind this. Pascal, get into the fight. I'll get into the fight. The rest of you in good places. Pascal? First things first. This area is now considered the area of war. Second thing second, this area is now considered the area of death. Third things third, you, I don't like you. Third things third, I do like us. Fourth things fourth, move into combat, hit him with your fucking attack. Bang. Next, me. Very well. I'm going to buff my character. I'm going to make sure that there's an additional thing on you. I'm going to move here and proceed to attack you. And then I proceed to attack you again. Wait, does this do extra damage against demons? It does. Okay, well, I know what I need to do now. Next turn, that's what you'll be doing. Everyone gets a buff. What does Void Scream do again? Well, that's scary. We're gonna move to here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And we're going to do this attack. And then we're going to run and gun. Not run and gun, wildfire. To shoot you. I shoot you. And then we're going to... Oh, I can shoot again. And then we're going to move back to here. Herald of Tzeentch? That's kind of worrying. I mean, I'm still going to go into combat with you and destroy you. So, that's not changing. First things first, take you out. I should have surefire planned that. I'm going to surefire plan this attack, though. It's not dead, definitely. We're putting this on you. I can't have it not definitely kill. I didn't think you could get a 100% chance to hit. Apparently you can. You hit this dude, then you endure, and then you make that dude your opponent. It parried it? Okay, these guys are doing decent damage to me. Like, it's not insignificant. If I move to here... Can I just do this? I can do this. Okay, then we're going to do this. Then we're going to do like this. Everyone come for me. And then we're going to do defensive stance. And then that's my turn. I was kind of hoping that meant that he would survive. Pascal, I don't like that you're hurt so much, but Abelard is definitely getting the turn because he can do this and potentially kill all of them. Now, I didn't kill all of them, but he killed a fair amount of them. And then we're going to put this on you because I know you'll do great. Pascal, move to deal with this Herald of Tzeentch because I don't like him existing. I don't like this dude existing at all. move your... I think it's fine where it is, really, but let's move it to here. And then we're going to heal you. Can you do that and still be okay? Yeah, you can. Have I just locked him into that area? Yes. Was that intentional? No. Am I fine with it? Yes. First things first, we're going to move to here. Second thing second. That's doing nothing to you. Why is that doing nothing to you? Then never mind. We're going into combat. He's gonna... He's gonna put this on you. Then he's gonna hit you with this attack. In fact, he's gonna up the psi rating of that attack. Then he's going to attack him again. Then he's gonna endure. Right, you're gonna move directly into this middle so that you can sort of see everybody. Can you shoot him? You can. No, you can't. Never mind. Well, what we're gonna do is we're first gonna what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We could do this, but I'm not gonna do that. First things first, we're gonna shoot this guy, kill him off. One less enemy to deal with. We're gonna use that movement to move to here. Then we're going to use this ability. It gives me a load more shots. And with those shots, we're going to kill this guy. To summon 2 more. And then we're going to spend our turn repeatedly shooting these guys. Luckily, she specializes in killing demons. In that I think I've given her like 1, maybe 2 abilities that are like bonuses to killing demons. So she can just sort of go like, bang, you're dead. And then she can go like run and gun. Move to like here. Then also just shoot this guy. And then she can go like wildfire. To just shoot this dude. And then move to, like, behind cover. Because why not? Do you like when I do my turn finishes, and I still have enough to do another finest hour? Is there a spot I can go where I can also hit this guy? Not really. So I want my most powerful ranged combatant to be going after him. Which is technically Argenta. But I can't... in fact, she's my only ranged combatant at this point. So who do I put this on? Nobody? Probably me. When in doubt, put it on the character. We move to here. We switch our weapons. And we repeatedly shoot this dude in the head. Until morale improves. Has morale improved? No. We can continue the fight then. Morale hasn't improved. We shoot again. How's everyone's morale? Still bad? We shoot again. Oh no, the morale's still bad. Shoot him again. Oh no, the morale's still bad. One more time. Shoot him again. I kind of was hoping that would kill. Isn't this a job for the serfs? No, it's a job for you. You are effectively a serf to me. Did he just kill himself? He did. What's left? This one pink horror. Then why did I waste my time reloading my weapon? Because I'm a dingus, that's why. Because I'm a dingus. Take this. And then you're going to do this. And then you're going to take some more bleed. How am I bleeding a pink horror that canonically is a demon that doesn't really have blood? It doesn't matter. This answer does not matter. Endure. Then we're going to make you my sworn enemy. There's one pink horror. Which honestly, like, high-ranking person in a Rogue Trader group. Pink horror. That's not a bad, like, team up. Not team up, but like not a bad, like, rival for somebody high up in a Rogue Trader that isn't the leader, you know. Do I put another thing on them? I think this does more damage on average by putting this on them and then attacking them. And then attacking them again. It can kill. It did kill? No, it didn't kill. It didn't do enough. Well, Cassia, you could go in there and attack. That would be kind of funny. You know what? Why not? You haven't done that before. Why not? Press the advantage. Take this. It didn't kill. You know what I haven't been using? The extra damage that she can add. That's something I just realised that she had. Just now. That I had not been using often. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought 95% was the highest you could go because they always want a chance that you fail. It's effectively the logic of it's the logic of D&D as well. That no matter how good you get, you could always nat 1 and fail. So I thought that was the logic, but I guess not. I'm kind of annoyed that killing demons doesn't innately lower like the degradation of this place. But I guess the logic is they kind of probably are fine with their people dying because they don't care about it. And also, depending on who you're fighting, that's probably what they wanted. What have you done? Years of work, agents' lives, sacrificed to uncover the cult's secrets, and you destroyed it in one fell swoop. In one fell swoop. And I didn't want anyone else to, I did what any loyal servant of the Emperor would do. Fine. I don't care. Look, if you leave, that doesn't matter to me. You're under a false assumption that I need you as a character. Maybe if I do a secondary playthrough, I might have you as a character, but I probably wouldn't be going Iconoclast. If I'm being honest. I'd probably be going like... I don't think I could go Heretic because... I just don't think I can choose some of the decisions that a Heretic has to choose. But I think I could go Dogmatic. And maybe try out some of those decisions that are just like, nah, you've done something bad, kill him. I kind of wonder, like, what happens when you choose those. So it would be quite funny to see. What's up here? Okay. Okay. Can't go through that. Without taking any damage. Is there no way... Because I can't activate that without taking damage, right? Oh, no, I understand what you're supposed to do. If I go to me... Shoot this. It breaks the cover. Yes! Yes, I'm a lot smarter than I give myself credit. Oh, I don't have access codes. Well, damn. At least I know that this place I'll come back to. don't know why he's so annoyed. Like,
You
we...
left the Novice Imperialis to serve the Rogue Trader. Do you ever regret it,
Like,
Senator?
we're gonna definitely find something even
No,
scarier
I
than
do
this.
not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I
I
was
feel like
doing.
that's advancement. But this feels like a boss area as well. Also, it's saving. The game auto-saved when I came in this area. I'm gonna go in the other area. I mean, this place doesn't look too much better. Is that claw gonna come alive? That would be kind of funny if that claw came alive. What is this? Corrupted Runestalker. Demens. Demens? I mean, it's called Corrupted. I'm still just gonna walk in. I've heard your footsteps in the void. You are von Valencia, are you not? Initiating arrest procedure. This unit is using a fabricated identification code which constitutes a grade 4 transgression. Identify yourself. My name is Demence. I believe it's familiar to you. This statement is false. This unit stands accused of identity theft. I'm guilty of many things, but not the transgression you speak of. I have stolen nothing from you, my tech comrade, unlike many others who have indeed robbed you. I'm giving you a chance to explain why you're using the name of another. Another? I have the right to bear this name. It's my humble inheritance, which I received from Archmagus Armanant. To renounce it is to betray his ideas. The blessed Armanant taught us that the cycle must be discontinued, and it seems I have become his best student now. I inspire to know all, comprehend all, as is the Omnissiah's will. Blasphemy! Should you continue this sacrilegious mention of sacred litanies and heretical persuasions of the blessed Amonant's philosophy, you will be destroyed. You wish to sound outraged, but I sense your curiosity. I understand. Knowledge is intoxicating. This craving for new knowledge gnaws at me as well. But be patient. I am deciphering a great mystery, and my name became the start of the key. I analysed the archives and found it in places where it should not be. I kept saying this marker upon the traces of a great plot, of the deception created by Archmagus Armanant. No sound mind is capable of such twisted cunning. But my mind was no longer sane. It could no longer stay within the narrow confines of the norm. Each new discovery loosened the imperatives of obedience and granted ever greater freedom. I avoid the traps of the maimed hunter who seek to hide the truth, but words mean little. Do you want me to show you the truth? Fine then, show me your truth. It's with green runes performing an ungodly dance of contractions. This sacred logic is impaired. Your calculations are so irrational, yet they are still correct. Pascal, what is this mishmash of numbers? It's unholy nonsense, a betrayal of pure logic, the fruit of a diseased mind that has renounced the fundamental laws. They are riddled with errors. They do, and they are, in this place, but there is another place where they have the right to exist, where nothing and nothing can add up to something, where the mathematical zero can perish and decay, and infinity can measure itself. The warp. You used warp technology. It is forbidden. But why? Silence, heretic. Your surname is over. You're biased because your mind is dark, layman. Do you have any preference regarding the killing of your former tech comrade? Fortunately, a voluntary surrender. I will be willing to commute the punishment from immediate destruction to arrest and isolation, for the purposes of conducting an exhaustive interrogation. Does that not validate some protocol or another? Your possibly familiarity with matters related to the fate of the Blessed almost justifies this violation. If you think it's best. Request denied, Tech Comrade. You will have to pull what I know out of my head. I will. I was planning on also doing that as well. Argenta, you will show them the power of your incredible ability. That Rust Stalker looks fucking awesome. I haven't actually seen them, like, in that detail before, and I kind of love them. I'm kind of scared about how little enemies there are, you know what I mean? Like, this makes me wonder, like, how scary this fight is if there's 3 enemies. Well, I guess there's more than 3 enemies, but not really. The front line is here, brothers. I will charge into the forefront. Follow my lead. Okay, well, they weren't a big deal. I wonder if there's ever a point where it's like, they have a point. Okay, Argento, you're going to move to here. You're going to choose this dude. 61%. 66%. I want this dude to be annoyed. So we're going to make it so I automatically dodge all the attacks. Make it so that they may fall down. Although small amounts. I mean, it adds up when you do stuff like that, right? Have another shot. We're going to take another shot at... We're going to finish this off, just on the off chance it does something. And then we're going to move back. Oh, we have another shot. Yeah, I don't like this guy. I really don't like it. What's it going to do? Mine Scrambler Grenade. Mine Scrambler Grenade. What has that done to me? Perplexed. Sure. Cannot attack. Sure. Actually not that bad. I move to here. I make it so everyone hates this guy in particular. I then buff this. I then buff this. I then buff this. I then do this. I then laugh in their face. Scrap code melee protocols, that's fine. I can't attack either. That's more annoying. What I will do then is I will move to here. There's only 3 enemies now, right? Yeah, cool. And then what's this? And at the end of until the end of the turn. Okay. That's all. Do they still have the can't attack? How long does that last? 1 round. Okay. So just don't focus them. Then we're going to move up to here. We're going to buff. We're going to buff him. Because I thought I had Endure on him. I do. But he needs more. If Ablod dies, I think I just lose. That's the reason I'm doing this. And then you get another turn, of which you could do it like this, but I have a chance of hitting me. Which, do I take that shot? It's a 10% chance of 4 chances at a 10% chance. That's probably not worth it. instead we're going to move to here. For better or for worse, I want to try this out. This. And then that's my turn. And that's your turn. Okay, Heinrich, you're going to go into melee with these dudes as well. Then we're going to put a little thing on you. Then we're going to do a cleave. Oh, I didn't realise I was hitting you, but I'm glad you parried. Can I get it where it's just him? He's probably the guy I care about having it on. And then buffs to everybody's resolve. And endure. Okay, you. I don't like that you exist. We're gonna make sure that you don't. He doesn't exist anymore. You're next. Okay, you. You're gonna do this. I don't care if it's a 2% chance. I refuse to allow my friends to blimmin' die from that. And then we're gonna do this. 65%. It fell over. I actually got it to fall over. That's kind of cool. I can finally attack. Not going to do a ton of damage, but it's going to hit. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to endure. Then we're going to defensive stance. Then we're going to end. Time for me to show you the power of me when I'm using my melee weapons. So first things first. I'm the realist. I'm going to use this so that I don't get screwed. And now I'm going to do this so that I also don't get screwed. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to attack. And then I'm going to use this to make it so that I get a load more attacks. And just proceed to wail on you until you no longer exist. And apparently, a lot of these are critting based on these achievements that I keep seeing. And then we switch to this. We shoot you. Oh, the over-penetration's a bit of a doozy. So that's probably... My turn's just going to be moving into melee with this guy. Oh wait, I can move into melee with this guy and just hit him once. Okay, this fight, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be easy, but I think I've just made it easy. What is this ability? This. And then give me my turn. Show them the power of my character. Show him the power. I'm apparently like choosing the weak spots on a robot. I guess it's everything's flash of some variety in this. Okay. We're destroying this. I'm taking his neural cogitator. The data contained within it must be analysed to supplement the catalysis of maintenance and operation. a reasonable measure. The statement is true. The value of the data justifies the risk. He's going to get corrupted by it, almost certainly. But also, I kind of want to see what happens. Plasma gun. Portable. Ooh, bonus to logic? That might be cool. Really? Nothing? I was convinced there'd be something that would be like... cool sword that the Rust Stalker had. That would have been cool. I mean, I'll be honest. Those units, I didn't rate too highly. Now that I've seen them used, I kind of like them. They're kind of cool. I could see the point of them now. What's this? When the wearer's melee attacks made against enemies under the effect of exposed weakness decrease the... That's what I do, right? That's what Wilbur does. This. No? What is exposed weakness? I'll have to look that up to see what specifically it is. Oh, no, I know what it is. It's when you sacrifice stacks of that thing to... You sacrifice stacks of that thing to make it more accurate to hit. Yes, I remember that now. Just remove the object.
That's a naval service. That was Bentley and Shattuck.
This is a blimmin', this is a puzzle, isn't it? Everybody move over to here. We're releasing the brake. It'll slam this way. Knock that one. Which does something. He says definitely understanding what's happening here. Hey, a person. What the hell is this? Adaptive flak vest. Flak grants plus 3 deflection and plus 15% armor at the beginning of every round, every combat. During the first 3 rounds, the bonus deflection is reduced by 1 and armor by 5% at the end of each round. So it goes back to normal. But gives more stuff if you're more intelligent. Okay, how intelligent am I? Because I didn't focus as much into it. I'm not that intelligent. What about Pascal? He's the intelligence king, right? So it gives extra logic percent... Right, logic divided by 10% armor. So logic is... My logic is giving me plus 7 armor, 7% armor. That makes it 27. It gives you plus 2 times flesh, reject the flesh rank to tech use. How much am I getting from that? What's it called? The Holy Vestment. I am getting plus 2 from the Holy Vestment. So if I switch this, that's just, it's just buffed him by, he has a 50% armor here. Plus bonuses. Okay, I now think I've made him tanky. I now think he's gone from being okay to being pretty good. Wait, was the logic by moving that so that I can get these goods? It 100% was. That's an item that's used for a specific thing. That's a unique item that's used for a puzzle of some kind. Why is this door just normally opening? Oh, I accidentally ran into this. What the f- Oh, it's the Chaos Marine. The Chaos Marine towers over the tech priest's bowed head like a dark cliff. He is reciting a sermon, slowly, almost chanting. From the mere sound of his deep, low voice, you break into a cold sweat, and your gorge rises. Your gorge rises. What does gorge rises mean? That doesn't seem right. Listen, for my words reveal to you a path from the darkness atoll, untold, unto the primordial truth, which has thrown open its gates for wayward souls seeking deliverance from the shroud of lies and torments of enslavement. Enslavement. Your minds have shed the bonds of the dogma that has guided you into the abyss. Accept now the hope granted you by the greatest of the word bearers. Sacrilege! Here on the soil of the imperial world. I knew our meeting on Rikard Minus wouldn't be the last. Best to run into this anathema here. Kivanagama does not merely succumb to heresy, Wilbur. Your world is in the clutches of the greatest evil known to the Imperium. Not really. The non-sphere signature of the defective units has been archived in accordance with the sacred commandments. I will tolerate no heresy and hereby sentence you to categoric disposal without redemption. Death to Chaos Spawn. Right then. Pascal, you're tanky, especially in these early ones. You're going there. You're going here. Argenta, you're moving up to here. I will be gladly hiding behind this, and you will gladly be hiding behind this. In fact, can I hide behind that? I can. Who else is there? You, Heinrich. You can hide here. Okay. Pascal. First things first. What happens when you do this on him? Well, let's move you out to like here. Then I think I've just made a terrible mistake and I've gotten killed. Well, if you're gonna go down, you're gonna go down swinging, right, Pascal? That's what you always said. Argentum? Stop hiding behind this. Move up to here. Shoot this dude repeatedly in the face. Oh, shoot him in the face. That didn't kill them. Shoot them again. In the face. That's one down. Take the pot shot at him. Go hide behind this. Give me the hymns. I'm gonna need that as quick as physically possible. It could be worse, Pascal. That's fine. That's fine. All of this is fine. First things first. Do I give Argentum the extra? No. Ablard, do this. Second off, Ablard, do this. What is this again? Oh, resistances to warp powers. I think that actually will come up. In fact, it might have been coming up in that fight we dealt with. Okay, endure. That was the worst thing to do, Jack. You could have maybe killed these guys if you didn't do that. Oh well. That might come to bite you in the butt, but there's nothing you can do now. Okay, there was definitely a way you could have done that where you wouldn't have hurt your friend. Okay. I'm worried about seeing the turn of this Space Marine, but I have to deal with it, right? Cursebringer. Wait, is he doing that on purpose? All damage inflicted with this creature curses the target, increasing the hit chance. Fuck. That's a cool way of like, doing damage. I can't even be mad. That's such a cool way of doing it. Like, the idea of, like... Oh, yeah, sure, I'm hitting my friends, but am I hitting my friends? Because you just get the buff? That's kind of awesome. I mean, that was a mistake I did as well. Can I move? I can move to here. We're gonna move to here. We're gonna create an opening on him. Because I think now we need to do as much damage as we physically can to these enemies and hope that we can kill them before they get to guarantee their hits. Everyone get a buff. You get the increase to this. What else do I want to do? You know what? We're gonna buff old Pascal. Because this attack will wreck. We're gonna continue to put that on him. Because I don't trust that dude is gonna be strong. I don't trust myself to be able to kill him. If I'm being completely honest. Then you're gonna move. You're gonna move to here. For better or for worse, I think this is the right decision. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna use it to kind of just finish off all the chaff that are just randomly around. So he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Now we're gonna buff this. Then we're going to hit this dude repeatedly. Knowing for a darn well fact that this devastating attack's gonna do almost nothing. And then repeatedly hit this guy again. Again, it feels like either they feels like they've added something in that makes it so that you can now get 100% attacks. Because I didn't feel like it was a thing before. But this Chaos Marine, unless he has some like sick like phase 2 that I don't know about at this point, I don't rate this guy that highly. Who do I give another turn to? Ooh, that's an interesting thing to think about. I think I'm going to give it to him. When I get the chance, obviously, because this is not a turn in which I can do that. And I definitely already knew that, and I didn't just figure that out now. I don't know what that is. I think that's a glitch. Heinrichs? Oh, damn, I thought that attack would do a lot more. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to endure. That could have gone a lot better. For Ablard, you can move into combat with this guy. And then you can immediately make it so he's taunted. So that he can't go after anyone else. Although I guess he does have to like fail on a willpower or something test. And then hit him for like 15 damage, which is nothing to him, which is hilarious. Cursed armor. What does cursed armor do? It doesn't... What is this? Next attack against the creature will be absorbed by its... Okay. Good thing I've got a lot of attacks. Yeah, that broke... It did that, sure. And then we attack again. And you're dead. What a shame. So here's a... It's a heretic weapon that I can't use. So I have to just put it there, because I'm never going to use it. These chain axes, I don't think I'll ever use, but it keeps saying I should have them. From tactical areas, increased by 5% for 1 round if they were ever used to drown different... Okay. That's a lot of words that I don't really understand. I'll be honest. I'm kind of losing my place here. I think going through there... I think that's what I just did there was advancement. So this isn't advancement and I should go in here. And get these goods. And then maybe... I'm going to be really annoyed if this helps me with that fight. What's this? You hear this thing click? You've fulfilled its purpose. What the heck is happening here? Is it a secret entrance? Secret door? Through the mountain? But what if I add this? I unintentionally got a quest item. Yeah, sure. You go deal with this. Probably fail. What? Did that do anything? The data furnace. Crest Theodora's data. Ooh, yes. Okay. I mean... This is annoying. How long does this last? It's permanent. And it's a debuff to... Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm just getting debuffs after debuffs on myself that I'm not happy to have.
We should deal with this.
That's a blimmin' understatement that I'm not happy about. How many blimmin' traps are there? Okay, right. I don't see anything else here. This looks like a fight arena. In fact, it is a fight arena. And you know what? It's hitting the 3-hour mark. And so I'm going to call it here. We got through a decent amount of this. I think I've kind of bumbled through a lot of it. Like, there's bits that I think that I've maybe missed. But I've been having a decent amount of fun with it. I like fighting heretics. It's an enemy you don't fight as much normally. But, yeah, I've been JD Moss. I hope you had a great time. I've definitely had a great time. So, I hope it's transmitted to you. See ya.